Greetings everyone, welcome to part 3. And we have just completed the Bombers minigame, and will they allow us to be part of their club? I mean, we did pass their tests, and they said if I were human, I could get something called the Bombers Notebook. Ooh, jeez, what a bunch of racist little twerps. Wow. Well, and they said they let a non-human in. I wonder what kind of human can cause mischief? Anyway, at least we get the code. And this code is randomized throughout the game. Well, every time you play a new game, the code rearranges. So, when you first get it, I'd write it down so you won't forget. And then you come to this area right here where you can input the code. Now, if I haven't mentioned earlier that this world is called Termina, it is a parallel world to Hyrule, and like all parallel universes, it can have doppelgangers of a certain somebody you know. So, take this little guy and the rest of his bomber friends. They all kind of look like that little kid that if you played Ocarina of Time, it's the little kid that goes around the graveyard in the daytime and imitates the old gravekeeper. So, throughout this game, you'll see many familiar faces. Down here in the catacombs, in your Deku body, you can jump on the water 5 times, and as you get closer to the end, you notice you can jump a little higher before succumbing to the water if you haven't made it to land. Oh, let's see, we got our first enemy here. Looks big and tough. Giant skull spider, the Skullta. It looks so menacing, just turning around. Not really. All you gotta do, shoot him, bam, dead. That wasn't so hard. Alright, we just continue down the catacombs, and oh my, a balloon. What shall we do? Oh, you notice you hear the bells ringing and the screen shrinking? Well, that happens every time you go from a night to day situation. Like, we're just at the end of night 1, and we're just entering the second day. Yeah, clocks are everywhere in this game. Anywho, spin pots, get some money. And these pots right here contain magic vials to replenish your magic meter. That's always swell. Alright, let's climb up this ladder right here. Enter the observatory. So yeah, the bomber said that they've let another non-human join their club, and he's being all mischievous. I wonder who that could be. Yeah, it's the Skull Kid. Somehow, the Skull Kid, while all at the same time messing with Link, has somehow managed to join the bombers and managed to screw things up. The Scarecrow right here, if you talk to him and agree to dance with him, you can shave off half a day. And at this point, I don't want to do it that yet, but it could be important if you want to shed some time, speed things up a little, especially on this first go around. And he mentions a song about manipulating time. Now, what kind of song would manipulate time? And do I know such a song? Now, basically it says here you can manipulate the song. If you play the notes backwards, you can slow down time, and if you can play each note of this song twice, you can skip to the future by half a day or so. But it's good to know. It's good to know. Anywho, just go up these stairs and meet with the old observatory, who will basically get in a nice little conversation right here. And they tell them about how bad things are happening. Yes. Basically telling you how the Skull Kid was pretty much a threat, threatening to break his stuff and ruin things. And then after you had this nice little conversation with him, he'll ask you to look at the telescope and agree. And all you gotta do is just look around, get a nice view of the land of Termina. See, it's about a nice cloudy day. Move the telescope at the clock tower right there and zoom in, and we get, well, there you are, you little Oh, you little horse-thieving, instrument-stealing... Oh, my God, the moon! And what's shooting out of this eye? Whoa, something's coming down hard. Oh, ooh, shiny. He's mooning us! Oh, he'll pay. He's gonna pay. Oh, while I'm at it, folks, you notice that there's a clock on the bottom of the screen, and that's something that's new for this game, something that's unique. It's actually a clock. Well, it lets you keep track on how much time has passed and how much time you have left. And as you can see here, second, that means we're in the second day, and that little orbiting yellow thing pretty much are the seconds. And basically there's a time limit on this game, and for every hour, for every minute of game time that you play in the real world, 1 hour passes in the game. So yeah, so basically when they mean 72 hours left, there's actually 72 minutes. 1 minute equals 1 hour. You get it? Well, folks, let's see here. Yeah, we see a moon's tear, so let's go outside the observatory and see how pretty that little moon's tear that fell out of that moon's eye. That creepy moon that seems to be getting a little closer. Jeez, look at that face. Whew. Ah, it's beautiful. Oh, it's raining too. Joy. Here comes the rain again. Well, so we got a nice shiny new object, and you like moon tears, right, Mr. Observatory? Here. Yeah. Troublesome Skull Kid. Yeah. Well, I'll give you the moon tear. What? I can't give it to you? Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, back to that moon, for example. You notice how the moon's face was a little... Ugh, looks... That's stuff of nightmares, folks. And believe me, folks, I will tell you this right now. This will not be the last time you will see that moon's scary face. I will be seeing a lot of that moon in this face. Jeez. And you also notice that the moon seemed to be a little closer. It seems to be, I don't know, slowly decaying or somehow closer. I mean, way close to the planet. I mean, that usually doesn't happen unless, I don't know, it's actually falling on the ground. Ugh. Oh boy. Looks like we have an Armageddon situation, folks. So, jeez. Well, anywho, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually talking to the Scarecrow so I can skip some time because, well, I don't want to spend this long commentary just to figure out a way to get me back to a human, and, well, we want to get things moving. We want to get the ball rolling. So, cutting some time helps. So we're already on the final day. As you notice, yeah. Oh, and the song that you heard while the Scarecrow was dancing, that's known as Sarah's Song. And Sarah's Song first made its debut back in Ocarina of Time. And there's a lot of things from Ocarina of Time that you'll find in this game. And I'll try and point them out to you as best I can. So yeah, now we're on the final day. Time's running out. Well... yeah, just me spinning, and you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round. You spin me. Okay, that's enough of me singing. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I don't have a single day left. If you haven't heard or noticed anything, the ground started shaking. And you'll notice it will start shaking on this final day. I wonder if it has something to do with the moon getting even closer. Oh no. Gravitational flux, earthquakes. The moon could cause something that powerful. As I was saying earlier, yeah, this game, well, the developers of this game pretty much took much of the existing information from Ocarina of Time, enhanced it, tweaked it, add new things here and there. So, and like I said earlier, many characters that you will encounter in this game, you've met in some incarnation in the Ocarina of Time. And if you haven't played Ocarina of Time or don't know what the heck I'm talking about, well, look it up on YouTube, or I'll try to explain it the best I can. But, well, I'm just here to try and entertain you folks. Gee. So, what you want to do here is go to this yellow Deku flower, and let's see if we can try and use it. What the? Oh my. Looks like it's been owned by this business Deku scrub. Okay, private property. So what you gotta do is talk to this business scrub. He'll tell him that he wants to leave town, but he wants a souvenir for his wife, something all shiny, something like a moon's tear, which so happens that we have just acquired. So let's just give him the moon tear. And in exchange, he's going to give us the deed to this land. In other words, permission to use the Deku flower. It's ours. Yeah, that is always nice. And I know, as Deku Scrub said, that if we don't need the town anymore, we can sell it for stuff. I wonder if that'll be important later on. A lot of foreshadowing in this video. And there's the scrub going off to his wife, giving her a nice moon tear, and he's going to get some kind of reward. And that's enough of that on this dog here, because you're a Deku Scrub. Dogs hate scrubs, and look at that! A little doggy. Bad dog. Bad dog. Ugh, dogs. Ugh. Alright, I seem to be trailing off at this point. While I do have the ability to go up to the clock tower right now, I decided to try and get a few things right quick. And first I thought I decided to go someplace to save my rupees, but I changed my mind at the last minute, because I remember that once I achieve a certain event, I will lose my rupees unless I have a way to save them. So it's best to spend it now while you can on certain important items. So as you can see, I have 42, and if you looked earlier when I talked to Tingle about maps, there's an item that costs roughly 40 rupees. So I'm going to go shoot him down with this blast. Ooh, that's got hurt his knees. Anyway, you talk to him, and I decided to go ahead and get the map for the next area, which is called Woodfall. Now, folks, you notice that the Woodfall is a little more pretty than the Clock Town, and there's a good reason for it. There is a good reason. The reason is, well, you're not in the right area, so to speak. I mean, if you buy the Woodfall map in the Woodfall area, it would be a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. And that goes to, that same goes for other areas of that you have to go to. I mean, if you go to Woodfall, you'll see a map for the next area, and if you decide to go ahead and buy it, it'll be a little more pricey. And if you go to that area that you bought the map of, it'll be a lot cheaper. Does that make sense to you folks? You understand? Huh. Oh well. Well, that owl statue will become important. Keep notice of that. So, I got the tile. Let's see if I can leave town. See if I can do some things before I get on that clock tower. Let me see if I can... Hey! Guard, why don't you let me out? What? Even though something bad might be even though some battle's going to happen, You're not going to let me out? You're not going to escape this thing of a moon that is eerily getting closer and closer? Jeez! Well, anywho, you want to save your rupees, go right here. This is the Clocktown Bank. And what you do is you want to deposit some money. You want to deposit money here, talk to him, and you can deposit how much you have. You can deposit how much you want. You can even withdraw how much you want. Here, I'm just going to just give it my 7 because that's all I have at the moment. Yes, I am. Yeah, I spend a lot. Thank you very much. Alright. Yeah, what he's going to do now is going to stamp you with some special ink, and that will allow him to identify who you are and how much money you got. And whether or not you can either deposit more or spend more. And like he said earlier, he said you can get something special if you deposit 200 rupees. Well, that's enough here, so let's get on this Deku flower and get on to the clock tower. As you can see, this kind of flower launches you, let's say, way up high and fly out to this platform where we need to be. And this little object here is called the Piece of Heart. You collect 4 of these little guys right here, and you get an extended heart container. Unfortunately, dude, like Tattle says, we're gonna wait until midnight for this door to open, and we'll open it next time. See ya then.